This is Mr. Brass, and as the video title describes, it this is a video about the whole prove me wrong phenomenon where people in general will just sort of puff out their chest and say, prove me wrong on some point. This video is sort of what got me to think about this is John Fugelsang on Twitter, who he's more of a liberal, anti-GOP person, and he likes to puff out his liberal Christianity, which seems like a form of Martianism. And what I always find sort of, not even just from liberal Christians, but from just anyone in general that does this sort of thing, is whenever someone tells you, prove me wrong on something, usually it's an admission that what they really just want to do is they want to waste your time. They want you to go up to them and play on their framework, and they want you to waste your time just telling them points so that they can just knock them down automatically. It's not really a genuine attempt to learn anything or to maybe have an interesting dialogue. It's just a challenge. And it's a challenge that you cannot win because by them being the challengers, they can set the bar as high as they want and knock down anything that you say without even giving it a consideration or even by logically showing that it's wrong. They can just sort of put their ears in their they can just sort of put their fingers in their ears and say na 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 na, and they can get away with that because they're in the challenging position. And now, to be fair, liberal Christians don't do this. I've seen plenty of conservative Christians do this, and even non-Christians do this sort of thing. I do think it's a bit disingenuous because it's not really a call. Because the problem is, it's not even that it's just not called for a debate. It's that it gives the illusion that it's a call for a debate. Now, if this was just, there was no pretense of a debate, and they just said, well, hey, look, you're not going to convince me, but hey, you want to see, maybe give your arguments so that maybe people on the other side can come to their own conclusion. I mean, that would be one thing where they say you're not going to convince them, and so don't bother doing that and just go for the mid. If they said that, then yeah, that would be one thing. But people that do this pass it off as if they're this open-minded individual, and their presuppositions and framework for it makes it so that nothing you could say could convince them. So it's really just a call to waste your time, which could be used for better purposes. Well, that is all for today. This is Mr. Brass saying goodbye and get wise.